Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of of Ian as a Weirdo. Um, and so I literally clock was ticking down for countdown, and I just got an order in, which I'm very thankful for. And someone wants a packer. So I'm trying to decide if I want to make that or if I want to work on the cardigan I'm working on. I think I'm gonna work on the cardigan and do the packer when I need like a little break from the cardigan tomorrow, maybe. Because I've been making the packers in like less than a day, like turnaround, and just like putting them in the mail. Um, which has been nice because people are getting them faster. Um, and yeah, but yeah. So and also I think I have all the colors I need for the Chant stripe. Um, with me, but I might need to go to Joanne again. So, what I'm doing is I'm doing the same cardigan, at least the same back on the cardigan that I did here. So, I'm using the goblin yarn, and I'm making this one for myself, but I might sell one on Etsy because people are really liking the cardigan, and I'm like, people really like it, and I don't mind making it. I don't mind selling it. So, hi, welcome in. So this is what it looks like so far. The colors are so beautiful. They definitely, I mean, it's a short stripe, soft striping yarn. It just looks great. It's not as rough as a cardigan, and with it being a not very packed stitch, I'm doing double crochets, but I'm using the same size hook that I used for my other cardigan. So I'm using a 8mm hook, and sorry, again I ate right before this, and I'm like, uh, but it's pretty breathable. So I like that it's got some versatility in that. But it's not because it's not too condensed. It's a lot more comfy on the skin. Whereas if I had made it into a sweater, I feel like where the stitches would be a lot tighter. It might be a little different. So let's get to cracking now. So I know. So I'm like seeing some movies pop up on my like suggested list. And so Nightmare Before Christmas is on the list. I have been kind of avoiding that movie. I don't think that we watched it so far because I don't. I like the movie. I obviously like the movie. I say obviously because it's a classic. But I just don't feel like I really need to see it right now. I'm just kind of like, I'm watching a lot of movies that are new to me and exciting, and I'm just kind of like, do I really want to watch Nightmare Before Christmas again? Now, with that being said, there's the Addams Family that was suggested, and I'm like, was that was have we watched that in the Hundred Nights of Halloween? Does anyone know? It would have to have been like in the earlier part, right? But I can't remember that far back. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to watch The Addams Family or if I want to watch Predator tonight. Now, Predator, I feel like as far as like feature creatures, uh, feature creature features go, Predator is not one that I typically think of as a Halloween movie. However, the franchise Alien versus Predator, I would put under the, you know, horror Halloween category. So that's why I was like, Predator would be reasonable to put under here as a result. Vis a vis, ding, 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 ding. If you're wondering about my shirt, it says I went to the Mania tour and all I got was this T-shirt. Mel basically fought a kid for it, so that's pretty cool. Um, and and I love that fact. I think about it every time I see the shirt. Um, and so yeah, so I don't know. Should we watch Addams Family with the potential that we watched it already. I mean, I always watch Addams Family. I don't need to watch it on here. Let's watch Predator. Predator. Let's see if it's available. It's on Hulu and Disney Plus and AMC Plus. It's all over the place. They're like, yeah, you can have Predator. It's not a Halloween movie. Should be a sign, but let me sign into Roku on my phone. If you're hanging out with me, tell me about your day. If you're sipping on anything, I'm drinking some Crystal Light and I'm drinking a ginger ale. I just finished eating some chicken nuggets and french fries. So, and I always feel like I feel like I have like french fries stuck in my throat. Okay, so we're gonna watch it on Hulu. But yeah, so also I posted a video earlier today that was pre-recorded. It was just about getting people to feel just a little bit more engaged in watching. And this is no pressure to anyone who's watching now or anything like that. I just was kind of curious as to what, I guess I was just kind of like wondering like what, because we've seen like a little bit of a drop off in like people hanging out for the 100 Nights of Halloween, and I would really like, especially as we get closer to 31 nights of Halloween, like should I pivot and not watch movies? Are the movies boring people? Because like I don't know. I've noticed a change, and so I just kind of wanted to ask about it. It was something that I kind of felt like a little bit silly, like talking about, because like to me, like I really can't emphasize how much like the numbers don't matter to me, but the community like part really matters to me, and so like that's all I care about. And so to see like the dip in like community hanging out, I'm like, what is happening? And that's kind of where I'm at right now. So if I get any insight, I posted that video here on this channel today, and I would like some, and more information is more better. So that would be appreciated if you could offer that. But if that's not something you feel comfortable doing, then don't feel pressure. That's cool. Oh my gosh, this is so grainy. it's like they did the 20th Century Fox on a potato. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to working on this cardigan. Now, one thing that I did different this time is I did a foundation double crochet, chainless foundation double crochet row, because I did notice that when I was working my sleeve up the other time, there was a tightness in one sleeve that wasn't in the other, and I wanted to get rid of that, so I got rid of the chain because the chains kind of limited that movement that I want to be similar on both sleeves. Oh my gosh, this is some great editing. It's been a while since I've seen this, if I'm going to be honest. So I'm interested to see. I think it holds up. Last time I saw it, I was like, yeah, it holds up. But we'll see. I mean, it's a fun concept. And then obviously, which all the movies I haven't seen, which are the Alien versus Predator movies, like, you know, a lot of people have fun with those. Now, I haven't seen any of the Alien movies, so I'm hoping that I can find Alien tomorrow and I can watch Alien so that I can do that. As I've talked about before, I don't really want to watch any sequels or anything like that because there's so little time with what we already like with what we already have left. Like, I just don't want to spend it watching new sequels. Arnold just had this like just radiated this like star power and like presence just immediately. Like, he always just like had it. At least in anything I've ever seen. It's like you have him with like a bunch of like other big dudes here. It's not like he's like, you know, I mean, he's bigger, but like he's like they're not small dudes, but he's just like got this like aura about him. It's like don't fuck with that guy. Don't not fuck with that guy. My cat. So like I put the blanket out so my pets could lay here, and my cat's taking up like a lot of the blanket. He can be big if he wants to, and he's also big. But he can be smaller when he wants to. But he kind of blocked my dog laying on the blanket, so he's just like my dog's just on the ground, just like I will be here. Oh my gosh, his arm is insane. They're both so stacked. So Arnold emphasized that his team is not a team of assassins. They do rescue operations, and that's it. This guy tried to tell a joke, and it didn't land, but still not. Okay, drop the F-bomb. Okay. And the guy who has to dry shave in a helicopter. This is very important that you are clean shaven. Oh, spitting tobacco juice on someone's shoe. Ugh. And another completed row. Nice thing about this is because of the, it's not that wide anyways. They're doing it, uh, uh, we're, we're crocheting horizontally, but it's for vertical. This is going to be vertically. But it's, because the hook is so big, it just flies very far, which is nice. So they look up and they see a U.S. chopper in a tree, or maybe it's the U.S. We'll see. Looks like they're gonna look at some details, see what happened. Looking at some bones. Lots of blood. Dead body. How some people just decayed and there's just some dead dude right there who's like not decomposed at all. So there's some mystery going on here. Who are these people? Why are these? So they have like a good tracker who's doing all that shit. So he cuts a branch loose and one from the tree, and he turns around and he looks. This is the tracker we're talking about. He's just gonna sneaky peekies over the edge. Looks like a bloody arm, maybe a body. Totally flayed out body. Three people. Or 6. Some number between it's 4 or greater. Green Berets out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina represent. Checkers like this. There's a firefight. They're shooting all directions. And no tracks. The tracker's like, I don't know what the fuck is actually going on. And we're in 2 minutes of ads. So I think if you have pretty, I would say, if you're very sensitive to textures, this yarn might be a little scratchy given the metallic thread going through it. But I would say it's a little bit more scratchy than I'm used to dealing with my metallics, but I've dealt with scratchier metallics. But it's definitely noticeable. It's not just like your typical Red Heart feel. So it's going to be interesting to do a whole cardigan with it to see if it has that same, like if it like progresses or if I just grow accustomed to it. Okay, so we're starting to see someone's seeing something in with heat vision. So we're getting some hand signals. People go around, split up. Always works out really well. And then Arnold is like crawling down leaves that are going down a hill. So he's like sliding. He's crawling. And it looks really funny. So yeah. It also looks like a lot of fun until like you slide too much and your head is in, like literally in the tree. They're all now climbing down like that, which I guess it makes sense if you want to like stay low to the ground, but it still looks funny. They look like a bunch of seals or like penguins sliding downhill. So they saw a tripwire just before they hit it. Deactivating the mine. Oh my gosh, this yarn is so pretty. Oh, I want everything made out of it. Even though, like, oh, it's just not that soft. But that's okay. I need more black to come out though, because that makes everything better. I think I'm gonna put pockets on this one, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't think. I'm trying to decide if I want to use like a black yarn or like a silver yarn. There's no silver in this. Maybe like a black with like silver lace weight. And Arnold's just fucking everybody up. He's like, bang, bang, boom. I just killed 40 guys. He at least let someone else get the first kill, and then he's like, okay, everyone, you can go back. I'll just take it from here. I'll also handle this predator that we don't really know about yet, but we'll do that too. shooting through and blowing up a helicopter, which would have been a great way for them to get out of the airspace. But, maybe I'm not brilliantly minded like these very driven men. Um, but hey, someone's got to be better at these things than I am. It's very possible. I would really actually hope so. Nothing would ever get done if it was only me. So let me not give out any military suggestions for special ops. Like, what would I do in this situation? I would literally just piss myself and lie down, hope for a quick death. But oh my god, that was so. He like threw a knife, it went into a guy's stomach. It pinned him to a wall, and then he was like, "Stick around." And then, oh my god, he just like opened the door and was like, "Knock, knock." I'm like, "Come on, man. Let's be a cool action hero. Stop with these one-liners. They're bad. They're bad. You should feel bad." It's a pretty girl, so we're not gonna kill her, even though she was gonna. I ain't got time to bleed. Okay. So they're trying to get other people to go in and Okay, now 2 minutes. He is working on it back. But it looked like he was about to get stabbed. Crunch. This guy keeps trying jokes and so the tracker guy started to pick up something from the predator, but this was like, oop, we gotta get the rest of my gang. Some predators looking at all the dead bodies. And he's like replaying all the things that were said by the by the people, by the soldiers. It's hot. I'm gonna turn the fan on real quick. Also, I'm wearing pants. Oh, hey, big booty Judy. Hey, big booty Judas. My dog's like, wah. I can't get on the couch. Ricky. I moved my cat. And the cat's like, no. trying to find a 8mm crochet hook that is a little bit more in line, because starting this project was a little difficult. And the Susan Bates one is so the Susan Bates one is $9.74. The boy one is $2, but the boy one is typically nothing at all. But it's $2. Would that make it easier? And then the Clover More is $7, and that's on Amazon. Probably get it for cheaper on Joanne with coupon. Okay. Okay, so this Susan Bates bulky aluminum crochet hook on that. I think the L is, because I know Furls does sizes differently. Because here they have it as a P. Oh wait, I'm using a 10mm. Is that what I used? I thought I used an 8. Shit, now I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. God damn it. I mean, oops. Ouch. Okay, so I guess I used the 10 instead of the 8. Is that right? Because I can't even find an 8 over here now. Do I even have an 8? Oh, no, shit. Okay, so this is the same number of stitches. It does look a little bit more open, but it's also a different color. It's less bright. And perfect time to go to commercials. Hey Lydia, how are you? Okay. So I guess I did use. Okay. I did use a 10mm. Okay. So good to know. I think I do have. I don't think I have. How you doing, Lydia? How you feeling? 9 and 9.5 and 20. And 15. Right. I guess that's not that bad. I'm watching Predator. This weather. Oh, I'm working on my diamond painting. Ooh, are you working on the one for your sister? That's one you were working on, right? No, they're just getting picked off like flies. And he's just mowing down the whole forest. And then everybody comes in and they're doing it too. They're just using up all of their ammo. They're literally using up all of it. Okay, so um, 10 is not a common size. Let's see. So I could get a Susan Bates website bulky crochet hook for $3.29, and then I could probably get that like half off or 60% off. Hey, Joe. I don't know why this is like, why the Joanne app is acting so fucking weird. Like, it's acting like I can't like access my cart. Okay, whatever. Goodbye, bro. Jelly, you know you shouldn't be up there. I don't know what the fuck you think you're doing. So we're finally getting to see Predator out of their active camouflage. Like we have a little medicine kit. It's like they picked like the most random things that they could that would seem like it could be like medical. There's something out there waiting for us. It ain't no man. We're all kind of tired. We'll need some nice thunderstorms. Noise. So Lydia, when you do diamond art painting, do you use like everything in the kit? Do you like to have like because like I know like some people use like different handles or different like ways to like pick up things. Do you find just like the normal like diamond art stuff? I've only done diamond art once. So you see this attack, and then it turns out. Just to be a wild boar. But wild boars are really dangerous. Real fact. Don't be like, oh, it's just me. No, they're very dangerous and kill a lot of people every year. I got tools for it. Oh, cool. Use the light for it. Oh, I bet that helps a lot. I bet those make it a lot easier than like tools that would come in like a cheaper kit. I mean, like not that you can't do it with a cheaper kit, but I'm sure that special made tools help a lot. Hey everyone, welcome in. I'm working on a cardigan using the Goblin yarn from Hirschner's. It's actually working up a lot softer than I expected to based on how it was in the scheme. So I'm really excited to hear and feel that. At first, it was a little scratchy to work with the metallic strand, but it's my fingers grown accustomed to it, and now it ain't so bad. I wish I liked it more. I don't find the patience. to the shop. If it bleeds, we can kill it. I went to see Beetlejuice with my parents this weekend, and they had a ad for the Wild Robot, which looks really cute, but also like it'll make me cry. Hey Faith, yeah, you're welcome in. We're a little less than an hour into Predator. They're starting to figure out what's going on. So, did you turn on the? Did you ring the bell? I know sometimes it just doesn't. I yeah, I don't know why. But I do go on around 9 p.m. every night. Around 9 p.m. Mondays are a little bit different because I usually come on around 10 p.m. Eastern, but um, just based on I'm in a crochet group at 9 on Mondays that I go to sometimes. I'm working on a cardigan. So this is using the goblin yarn. It's so pretty. I can't wait to see it like with some more detail in it, but thus far it's I'm liking it. I'm I'm kind of wanting I'm kind of wishing I used a smaller hook so I get some more color changes and it wouldn't be so cashier, but I think once it's on the body, it's yeah, 9 my time. Bell's on, but it didn't sense. Did you do for all? Yeah, that's so weird. I YouTube YouTube. I don't know, but I'm glad you're here. I know the goblin yarn is so pretty. But yeah, it's not a guaranteed 9, and it's not like a hard 9 either, but that's usually been the time that I've tried to be pretty consistent. And now he's dry shaving again. Well, I guess he's like the sweatiest person alive, but he's just shaving over top of it. All not personalized. I realize you're probably on since you were last night. Yeah, the past 100 or past like 60 so nights I've been on, so I don't know why it would be. Yeah, that I'm trying to keep it like kind of consistent if I can. Now he's like cutting himself so hard, but even though there's no cut, it's just blood. But okay. I saw something from Spectrum. Let me see what Spectrum says. Or not Spectrum, Deep Energy. Let me check real quick. Let me check. Arnold is going into their trap, trying to draw out the. Yeah, it looks like. Let's see. It looks like it's still. Any projection is showing it kind of veering away from North Carolina or to like Western North Carolina. So it looks like it should be fine, but you never know. Things can change so not that quickly with a hurricane, but it looks like Carl Weathers has contour on. I love the like the little clear shape they have. It's so silly looking. Yeah, I'm not finding anything that shows it going my way. Thank you for asking, Faith. Carl Weathers is like, you know what? I gotta show my abs now because I'm not gonna be alive forever. Yeah, Lydia's videos are awesome. Carl Weathers' body is white. This movie. I'll be your daily hurricane watcher. Well, you'll be the only one because honestly, I just do not pay attention. And I love storms, but I'm really far inland, so rarely do do things, um, you know, Really, usually I'm hearing about them from like other people. Like I'm at the grocery store, people are like, "Getting everything you need for the hurricane." I'm like, "There's what? Huh?" This one's gonna be a monster. I'm betting you at least get some kind of wind and water out of it. Well, yeah, but it's so wide, but it's really hard to tell where, you know, what it's gonna do once it makes rainfall or landfall. But thank you for keeping an eye on me. Because like, so the range they show is always like where the eye or like the center is gonna be, right? Like that's what that range is, and then everything around it, like they don't show the actual like expected width. They're saying you can bring heavy rain to Wilmington, and that's on the other side of the state, so it actually could rock us. Who knows? Well, it probably wouldn't rock me, but if it could hit Wilmington hard. I'll keep an eye on things. Oh no, he died. His brain's seeping out his body. Looks like the big thing is they're thinking that it could bring some tornadoes and flooding to North Carolina. Let's see. Okay, so that will put North Carolina on the eastern side or the western side or the wettest side of the storm. Heaviest rain should. Okay, where is this? This is coastal NC. Okay. So it says 1 to 4 inches of rain, but then the gust of wind be 40 to 50 with down trees and power outages. So yeah, you're right. 300 miles wide is crazy. Oh, that's so sweet that you're keeping everyone in mind. Someone that says NC has devastating history with storms starting with this letter F. Yes, that is that is true. It looks like it won't be as much rain. I mean, it's gonna be rain, but it's not like a lot. But it looks like the wind gusts should be something to look out for. so the predators pick them off one by one. And then he sees him dead. I like that I can just double crochet across and I don't really have to think about it. That's really nice to not have to think because I prefer that. And there he is. Right there. Oh, and there's his eyes. Oh, but is he gonna get shot? Oh, laser eyes. Oh no. And his arm fell off. It's still shooting. No, he's running. Oh my gosh, this movie is awesome. But luckily, he had something around his other arm. Oh, and now he's getting stabbed. Guy just throws his gun into the water. And he's like, I'm gonna do this hands-on. I mean, I didn't. It was an easy decision. I like black and I like green, but I didn't design. I didn't design this yarn. I really don't deserve any credit for it. But it really is beautiful. Like it's just, I love shades of green and black. I like how they're trying to show that he's like cutting his chest to like provoke the predator, but it really is very clear that they put red cream lip or like red lipstick on the end of a um, fake uh, knife, and that's what happened. Yeah. Hey, Arnold got hit. Get to the chopper! guess I'm reconnected now. Should be covered now. I set an alarm in my phone for when you should be live. Yeah, and like I said, I'm really not the most consistent person. Like, so if I'm not live at 9, I do apologize. Usually it's around 9-ish for the 100 Nights of Halloween, but otherwise I really don't have a schedule. So, but Mondays usually will be at 9 Eastern. But Mondays will sometimes be different. I'll go on an hour later ish because I'm in a crochet group that meets at 9. In case they're about to figure out that the clay mud reflects the body heat and the predator can't track him when he's covered in mud. So he's like fully soaked in the mud. Very thin layer of it. Definitely not enough. He's like wrapping himself up with these trees. We get a good look at the predator for the first time. Oh, and here's a little factory knot. Ugh, creepy shit. Okay. So we're gonna do a little invisible. I'm watching to stay motivated. I know it's like it's so in ADHD with ADHD stuff we do body doubling, and it helps everybody to get more done if we're like all being more productive. I don't like when self-striping yarn, even if it's smaller stripes, has like a factory knot because um, uh, like it just disrupts everything. But it's not too big of a deal here. Now the only big deal is that the silver is very loose. The metallic is very loosely wrapped around the yarn. So I gotta make sure that that stays locked in, doesn't come unraveled. And also, that's why the invisible knot is best for this type of scenario rather than leaving in the ends. Because otherwise, I know. But if I had to sew in my ends, then there would be all these like loose metallic strands, and I'm not really about that life. Once I get it in a stitch, I'll put some of the glue on it to help it hold a little bit better. Just in case, because you never know. Get to the chopper. Like, you know that they still wanted to see his body enough, so they were like, oh, just use like the thinnest layer of mud possible. That'll work. That'll hide you from the predator. What did I just do? The predator's just like ripping out. Oh, he did the rip out the spine and skull thing. Oh, that's so fucking awesome. If I ever did a costume that was the Predator, I would definitely have that. Um, that like the skull and spine thing. Oh, we're getting so much flexing watching Arnold make and perfect a bow, an arrow. He's like, oh, just like gratuitous. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and find that knot. And I'm just gonna put a little dibble dabble of glue on there. Dibble dabble is a technical term, in case you're wondering. I just want to do this, especially with that metallic strand, so it's not just. Okay, so the Predator is caressing a skull. Arnold is putting more mud on himself. Thank goodness. Now, see, this is like an appropriate amount of mud to cover yourself from the Predator. Not some just like really thin amount. So I'm glad Arnold worked out all the kinks by himself. Also, it's not like you can't see like muscles through a bunch of like mud, like real or fake. Which it's got to be some fake something. Like it probably. I wonder what it is. I'm trying to think of like for makeup, what would you use as mud? Because you want it to stay wet for the entire 6 hours of you filming that scene or whatever. So I wonder what they would do because mud would like dry and crack. Well, you could keep. Actually, you probably could use mud if you just kept re-moisturizing it, kept it wet, But that would be probably pretty unhealthy for the actor. I'm gonna look it up. Now I'm really curious. I love the makeup aspect of horror movies and action movies and stuff like that because it's so involved. So dramatic. Okay, so then there's like, can mud actually hide you from predator? It's like, y'all, this is a fictional movie. So there's fake dirt. Yeah. So it looks like, well, this wouldn't work for a human. They're doing for like clothes and stuff. They use like glue, paint, and uh, like dirt. But on the body, you couldn't really do that. So I'm just like, I do love the Predator. It's such a fun bodysuit. I don't want like I don't want like dried mud. I want like, okay, so chocolate syrup and coffee grounds. That would be good. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. This one's more like a clay. Oh, I wonder if they could actually use like clay, like pottery clay, like air dried clay. But I wonder if it would stick to the body the same. Okay, that's interesting. Interesting to learn about. Because yeah, you have to keep it wet. So yeah, so that would keep it more sticky. Which that like honestly, like actors are kind of used to. Like if you're an action actor, you're kind of used to being sticky. Because first of all, they want to make you look like you're sweaty the whole time. You've got fake blood on you. Fake blood is so sticky. Um, so yeah, I think that the chocolate syrup and like dirt or whatever, like um, cocoa powder or whatever they said, I think that would be a reasonable thing, like where you're not like wet and cold and like gonna get hypothermia from doing the film, but you're just gonna be really uncomfortable and gross the whole time. But you can see in some scenes where it starts to dry, and then some scenes where it starts to kind of um, saturate. They're like, okay, we're gonna get a face, and now it's like so much more moist, and it looks very chocolatey. It looks very chocolatey. I think he just took out a match and farted. I'm not quite sure. I haven't seen this in a while, so that might have just been what happened. Okay, now he's swimming. The mud's probably gonna come off, but he's probably gonna swim to like another muddy area. But he's not gonna have all that mud. Nope, it's not muddy. Oh, and now right around his neck. It's like a foot and a half. And then the predator lets him go. He's bleeding pretty profusely from under his armor, but then he's gonna shoot him, I guess. So I forgot how this goes. Does Predator take off his mask? I forget how this goes. It's been a long time since I saw this. Oh yeah, you get to see his little face. One ugly motherfucker. Oh, the makeup is so good. The way that they had to make it go out so far to get that movement in is obviously bonkers, but it's still super fun. Why this killing machine wouldn't have just like murderized this guy when he had the opportunity to. The punching sounds are so stupid. Like, it's like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Because the predator's auditory senses are distorted. Like Arnold would be like, oh, 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 and then the the predator hears like ah ah ah. It's really funny because I never really put much thought into it. He's doing a crawl down the hole. Into the trap he made. The predator who gives the trap. He just hops to the other side. And just smushes him. Smushes him like a bug. Hey, the brothers don't fight. They love each other. Sometimes they fight. Yeah, this is a dog. This is my dog Riker. This is his butt. I'm patting right here. So it's a little tiny. Riker, you gonna show over? Come here. This is Riker. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. You can lay down. Thank you. Now Arnold's like, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm just with this rock in the head. I'm just gonna let him. You should. Yeah, he's a big boy. He is very cute and very sweet. That is a fucking countdown sound, my guy. You need to get the hell out of there. And now the predator knows how to laugh and sound normal. No, my internet's actually messing up, so don't don't worry. It could be your internet too, but I know it is my. Uh, I know my internet says it's losing connection, so it might just be me. Faith, don't worry about it. And even if your internet does act up, it's just how things work sometimes, right? I would have to say that when I die, just bury me in sparkly green and black. Now I'm like, fuck, I guess it's gotta be a sweater. Right? Like, it kind of has to be a sweater. I was gonna use this as a, like, here, look, I can make cardigans. So buy a cardigan for me from me. But honestly, I just like I don't want to share this. I don't want to share this yarn. I might do a different. I don't want to do just like a double crochet the whole time. Okay, bye Lydia. Thanks for hanging out. But I do want to do something different, so I might switch up. Excuse me, sir. Is that for you? I don't think it's for you. Ugh. Okay, spider on the head. Spider head. Spider head. Spider head. Jelly, do you want to be a spider cat? Spider cat. Spider cat. You're a fat little spider cat. You're so cute. You are sweet. And I love you because you're me. Oh yeah, he is a spider cat. Okay. Let me get the room up. Okay. Are you smelling your brother's butt? That's really weird. Okay. Okay, so here's what I've decided. All of this work tonight, 2 hours of work, 2+ hours of work. I'm gonna frog because I worked up, even though the yarn isn't as soft as I expected. It is softer than it felt in the ball on the outside, like the inside. I don't know. It feels softer, and I just feel like I can't live my life without having this in my sweater arsenal. But I'm gonna have to use a different size hook. I'm gonna use a different stitch. I'm going to change everything about it. So I'm actually gonna frog everything that I've done so far, and I'm gonna get started on a different um, a different cardigan or something. I do have the packer that I need to do. Spider Cat is adorable. I'm surprised he sat for that. Usually he's like fuck that, and fuck you too. But he sat for that, so he apparently liked it to some degree. But yeah, I'm gonna frog this because it's working out too well that I'm like, this needs to be a sweater. And I do have 6 balls of this, and I just don't know how much. I feel like if I have six balls of it, I feel like that will give me. I mean, and they're larger skeins, so it'll give me a lot more wiggle room with the stitch I do. So I don't have to worry so much about like, is this gonna eat like all my yarn up and stuff like that? Because I know I'm ribbing it real hard right now. We're ribbing it to another level. Um, so I'm gonna look up some sweater ideas. I guess really well because I'm doing different hook size and pattern. I have to frog it all anyways. I was like, well, the back panel like it's really like cardigan is just really like a front panel. I mean, 2 front panels that open instead of one front panel, right, for a sweater. But because I'm doing it so differently, I'm gonna have to. But it's coming undone really easily, which is very nice. Herringbone. Ooh, I was someone in my yarn group yesterday. Someone was like, "I learned single crochet. I learned double crochet. What should I learn next?" And I was like, "Herringbone. You should do herringbone." So I love a herringbone stitch. I also love an extended single crochet. I feel like it's just such a really pretty crochet. It's just a pretty stitch. Also, I might do something. Usually, when I do stuff for Stitch of the Month, it's something that like not it's not done like as much, but usually they're like kind of yarn eaters. So I'll have to look to see because I had planned on doing one. The book I'm using, I think calls it the small tulip stitch or something. I love herringbone though. I love extended single crochet. So it's very possible that it would end up as that. I think, okay, so herringbone. Is the herringbone the same thing as an extended single crochet? Let me see. Oh no, okay, herringbone is different. Ooh, that's really pretty though. Oh, yeah. And with the colors, oh, that would be very pretty. Oh, what I was looking at. Let me show you real quick. Yeah. Okay. So the stitch I was thinking of was going to be from my crochet stitch dictionary. And it was going to be the small daisy. And I know it might be hard to see, but it's got these little daisies in it that are kind of cool. And I was going to, what they have it as right now as they're working it as a reversible pattern, and I'm gonna see if I can make it a one-sided pattern with color changes, like alternating rows, so that you would get to see if you could get because I saw the stitch one time that was called like the tulip stitch that was like a double. Honestly, I gotta tell you, I hate the pineapple stitch. Well, I don't like it in like lacy stuff. I think there's another pineapple stitch that does something different, but I wish there was a rating system for how much yarn it ate. Like, like how many stitches can you do with 1,000 yards or something? That would be a cool metric to know, right? Like, wouldn't that be cool if Stitchbook started doing that? I don't think the tulip one is in this one. The so basket weaves in here, and that's basically just double crochets. You're just doing front post and back post double crochets, but it does look thicker too, which is nice. But I don't know. I feel like joining it would be kind of weird. I blame you. I was looking up cardigan patterns earlier, knowing I can't read patterns. Like I said, I will tell you how to read. I will tell you. It'd be cool. It'd be hard to figure out because everyone's tension is different, plus different hook sizes. Yeah, I mean, I guess for me, it would be more about comparison than like actual number of stitches. So if the same person, the same crocheter, did you hear that thunder? That is crazy. It sounded like someone hit our apartment building with a truck. But like if in the same book, someone said like you can do 85 stitches of this, and so it was just like them comparing against their own tension, and so it wasn't actually about the number of stitches, but it was just about how much yarn that like how many stitches you could do, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it would just be to compare to themselves. Yeah, that was a big one. Yeah, the basket weave is pretty. I guess that means that we're gonna wait a little while to take you out to potty. There's this cable, the tulip cable. Tulips. This is all mesh, which is it's not gonna be a yes for me, dog. Oh, you know what you could do? If you found a pattern that you liked, you could I don't know how we could do this ethically. Well, if I never made the pattern and I just made a video for you, instructional video for you on how to do it. So that's a possibility, right? I think that's still copyright infringement. So, but if I never did it, no one would ever know, right? Okay, so I don't want any like chevron stuff. I don't want any granny stitch or like wave stuff because honestly, all the wave texture. Actually, I wonder if a wave pattern. Well, I don't know what a wave pattern would look like up on my shoulders, where I would meet the panels. When buying yarn online, they show what each colorway looked like in the common stitches. Oh, that is such a good idea. What I'm planning on doing is, if I'm gonna do a couple colorways of cardigans, I'm gonna work up like uh, like uh, like a swatch, and I'm gonna put that in the picture, instead of like just showing like the color, because I just feel like it's impossible to tell. Like I've always felt like it's impossible to tell, and I just like I don't know why that idea came to me like 2 days ago. So I'm like right there with you. Like you need to like we might get some more thunder, lightning. We just need to do a meetup where we're looking at the same pattern, and I'll mimic you. I still think that's copyright infringement, but um, but I'm saying like I could if I like filmed it because on YouTube you can make a video and just let one person. You can choose who she sees it, she's it. You don't have to post it on public. So I could just like do like a video tutorial specifically for that. If you bought me, actually, if you bought me the pattern, I could do the video tutorial for you, and then um, no, because I would still have to make it, right? To show you. Well, I don't know. Would I have to show you? Or could I just tell you? I don't know. We'll iron out the works. Just message me on Facebook. Okay. Yeah, see, like, I just need something that's going to be flat, at least in one direction. I think because this is slightly self-striping, I do think a slight wave pattern would be cool, but I don't know how that would come together in like the shoulders and up top and under the arms. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Because honestly, like, if there's something that you really want to learn and it's just not available to you, like, what Bag a Day does is, like, Bag a Day will, like, record herself doing a pattern. Oop, we get more lightning. Okay, it's very close now. Bag a Day will record her doing a tutorial, and then she has someone else write the pattern. What about a moss stitch? Okay, so moss stitch is actually something that is very okay. So moss stitch actually gives me quite a bit of heartburn. I've never done moss stitch, and I've tried to look up how to do it so many times, and I don't know if I'm crazy or what, if I'm looking up something wrong, but it seems like there's about 100,000 ways to do moss stitch, and there's like not one single way to do it. Because I thought it would be like I just don't understand. I don't know why I can't like everyone else seems to know what it is, and I'm like, what is the moss stitch? I look it up, and I can't find a like if I look at one video and I'm like, okay, and then I look at another video because I'm like, I feel like this could be explained a little bit clearer. Then it's like a completely different pattern, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm so confused. So I think even the moss stitch in here is different than what I've seen. Um, but who knows? Cabbage Patch, cross double. I do think the cross double is a pretty stitch. I've always really liked the cross double. And I imagine it wouldn't take that much yarn. Okay, so it's lacy. Okay, so they're saying it's a little lacy, which I'm sure you could reduce by reducing your hook size, but fillet stitch is good for stripy yarn. I agree. But I want it to be full coverage, and fillet is like mesh, right? And you can like fill in like certain squares of it and stuff, but because like I think my pride top is fillet. Some of these I look at and I'm like, I know that would eat the fuck out of some yarn. Um, I really like cables, but with color changing yarn, I always worry that they'll look kind of weird. Yeah, and these are very short stripes, so it's not even like a big deal if it doesn't work great with striped yarn, because it should work with most stitches, um, unless yeah, it should work with most stitches. There's this dots and diamonds one, which looks like it's got like a bunch of like front post, back post, double crochets. Um, and let's see. Tell me that that does not look like a shrimp in the pattern. Like they're throughout the pattern. They look like little shrimp. What the fuck is that? What is that? I mean, it's got to be some kind of special stitch or something. Okay, so pink Pico single crochet. Is that what that is? Insert hook, yarn over, draw, loop through, yarn over, draw single, 3 times. So chain 3, yarn over. That's okay, kind of weird, but Okay, so there is a right side to that fabric. Okay, it's a fairly complex. Okay, so dots and diamonds is a fairly complex stitch combining a number of techniques. Once the foundation rows are established, the pattern is built up over a 4-row repeat. This includes two pattern rows containing front raised trebles and picot single crochet and two plain rows of double crochet. The diamond patterning is created by the front raised trebles being worked over two stages or legs. Picot single crochet is worked in the same rows and between the raised stitches to form a bauble at the center of the diamond. Oh, oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That doesn't. I mean, it looks like a pretty. Let's see. Um, that bag looks like it'd be shelled by bubblegum shrimp company. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the resulting fabric is firm but surprisingly soft, making it an ideal choice for a range of projects. Why can't I really struggle with reading because my brain just like stops? It would suit a variety of yarn types, including tweeds and chunkier blends. I don't know why the yarn type would be taken into consideration. They don't ever give you a yarn hook size or anything, but okay. Um, Although dots and diamonds is most commonly used as an overall pattern, it could also be used as a very effective. It could also be very effective as a border or edging to a garment or accessory. I'm gonna put a sticky note there because that's a pretty one. I feel like that would be like a really nice, like that would be a really nice sweater worked up. And I think the fact that you're doing some of these, uh, let's see, if it goes that way, that's a front post. So right, front post, yeah, front raised, treble two together. Wow. Okay. Wow, that sounds difficult. um, so I I think that would be really nice on a sweater. And it would also help blend kind of the stripes a little bit, which I think this could actually use because it would reduce some of the striping effect and kind of give it more of like a melded, like just all of the swampy colors effect. All of the swampy colors. Relief arch. No. I've done that one before. It does look cool, but it's cooler when you have, I think, like uh, uh, like different colors and stuff. Um, I like that some of these they tell you like this is good for like this is like a thicker fabric or something like that. Corded ridge, you don't turn. Interesting. Raised brick, raised ripple. I still like the basket weave, but I just don't see how I could do that and make that work. Okay, so I'm gonna go. If yeah, just message me on Facebook, and we'll talk about helping you learn patterns. Okay, I'll talk to you later.